Sorry for that delay. I forgot I had to go on Pearl's channel, so I was on there for an hour and a half. We did not do our regularly scheduled thing. So here we are contributing to GDP once again, and we have a request. If you have a request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com where I will answer your request as long as you give me blood shekels. Repeat customer, was there ever a time in your life where you felt extremely apathetic towards everything? Yeah, now and for the past quarter century, 30 years. Yes, like at this moment in time. If so, what caused it? How did you overcome it? So I even took notes on this one. So was there ever a time, let me move it over here, where you felt extremely apathetic toward? Yes. Now, I would say if we had to do a marcation, it started. I remember the night it started. I was a freshman in college and I realized everything that they told me about college was bullshit. College was not going to become like let's understand. I think this is a good thing to convey to older people. Am I live? What's going on? Hang on. Let me. Oh, my computer froze up. Great. Fucking Christ. Oh, I just. Really? This is what it's going to be, huh? Okay, I think I'm back. Am I here? Because still alive. Thank you. YT sucks. Okay, yes, YouTube does suck. You have to understand that you are promising heaven to kindergartners through seniors. You have to understand when you tell them about college and yep, all the assholes go away and the girls are going to go out with you and the guys are cool and you get to be an adult. And it's like, because you have kept them prisoners their entire childhoods from 5 years old until they're 18. They get to college. They think this is it. Finally, at least I'm free. And then you find out, nope, everyone's an asshole. More modernly, you're all, everyone's a bunch of liberal assholes. And it's a big letdown. And that happened in probably 1993, early 1994. When I realized, nope, there are not any really quality girls. Nope, people are all the same. Everyone's a fucking socialist. Everyone's a fucking cool, edgy Democrat. No, it wasn't. Now I knew I had to work. But, and I was pissed. I remember walking down by the flats, kicking a tree. I was so angry. Because that's all you had to look forward to. So from there until now, what was I? I was 18, maybe 19, 51. I was 31 years ago, 32 possibly. So that's how long I've been. Oh, yeah, I missed your. I gotta. God damn it! Let me pull up the. I apologize, guys. It's just MS Outlook. Do I have to re-sign in? Are you going to remember me? Okay, good. Let me scroll down to his original request. All right. So was there ever a time in yes, the past 31 years. If so, what caused it? That is a great question. I think it's going to cause the misanthropy. This is what's going to cause most of you to be apathetic towards human beings that just don't give a fuck. But basically, you're lied to. That's basically it. You were lied to. And what were you lied to? About literally everything, and certainly everything that was really important. And it's not, I mean, God bless it that you guys got the internet. I can tell you big is not beautiful. I can tell you degrees are worthless. We can tell you how to get the girls or whatever else on the internet. At least on the internet, there is an alternative explanation to the real world phenomenon and failure you're experiencing in life. And again, Thinking Ape, who's now on Rumble, said it long ago. Red pill rage is going away because young men, at least, are not being lied to anymore. But in the analog days, perhaps I'm the last generation, maybe the millennials are, it wasn't as black and white because it was analog. You had to figure this shit out on your own through trial and error. It was just this slow where right now, Joshua Fluke is a great resource, and Economics Ethan is a great resource for young people to realize, oh, it ain't my fault. I did nothing wrong. My career is going shitty because corporations are shitty, the economy is shitty, people are shitty. I'm not shitty. I did everything right. Imagine not having that resource. Imagine not having somebody on the internet say, no, buddy, you ain't crazy. Everybody else is. And now we have that reason. And by the way, here's the research and the data. No, you're not crazy. It was that slow wearing down where piece by piece, bit by bit, everything I was told was true and factual, and this is what you should do, was a lie, or at best misinformation. And that already I was pissed off, whatever I was, 19 years old. But just got more and more hate-filled, man. Just fuck you people. Fuck you people. And another big one was when I've talked about it before. It was when the FBI guy came in uh, to the bank that I was working at, and they wanted the files that this banker was just on my ass about. That was another one I realized all of you people in corporate America are lying scum. You're all liars and frauds. I was a great fucking employee. You guys are fucking criminals. I don't know if you're more dumb than you are criminal, more criminal than you are dumb, or maybe both, but it is not me. You're the dumb motherfuckers that's going to cost the American taxpayer like $2 trillion by today's standards. So it was just, you had to learn this over time, just how complete, thorough, comprehensive the misinformation / lies were, and that all these people cost you, at least in my case, my youth. That is where I realized, like, I'm pissed off. How long have you been pissed? I've been pissed off for a long time. Why am I pissed off? When literally everyone in the fucking country lied to you. You know, your parents are going to lie to you, hopefully not out of malice. Hopefully it's misinformation, but everybody else was just a lie. And so as time went on, I just developed more and more contempt, hatred, and utter apathy to human beings, to the point we even came up with Operation Evil, where it's like, look, if everyone's going to be a scumbucket, fuck the normies, fuck the conformists. And that was another thing that you're getting lied to, but there were 3 other things that increased my contempt and hatred for humans. One, realizing how many people's main gods were laziness and popularity. No one wants to work, and if you're not going to work, there's no accomplishment. So how do you value yourself? How do you determine value? Whatever's popular, which is a fucking it's a psychological mental illness. It's psychotic. You're going to get this trinket or that trinket, this logo or that doodad, this thing that I bought on credit, that thing that I bought on credit. Not a single fucking person working. It's all, and it continues on. It continues on. You're a 48-year-old woman wearing Lululemon. Get the fuck out of here. You're a 50-year-old woman or man driving a Lexus. Get the fuck out of here. So that pissed me off even more. And then that, of course, the sanctimonious, holier than thou attitude that people who are popular with other people's money. And when you become an adult, see, when you're a kid, you're popular with your parents' money in middle school. When you're adult, you're popular with the bank's money, but never your own because you don't have any. So there's that. Also realizing that very few people have ethics and will fuck you over if they could. Absolutely. Bankers, HR, politicians, people you date too. That would happen. And then finally, although this would be more apathetic than contempt. Man, people have no will to live. I don't know about other countries. I can't speak globally, but Americans just want to sit on their fat fucking asses and exist. And that, even though it's not my life, it still pisses me off. I'm like, you fat, lazy fucks, get off your fucking ass and go do something with your life. And they don't. They shouldn't be popular, bro. I watch the game. I wear another man's jersey. It is so, and this is why I really love and cherish the people I got in my life who I consider friends, which are few. But just just a bunch of lying, lazy sacks of shit who want to do everything and everything, anything and everything to avoid work or hardship, yet can't sit there and not be popular. So they go into this cult, this psychopathic, ever-changing value system. Oh my God, and it doesn't fucking end. Meanwhile, because they're afraid of work, they'll do anything to fuck you over, like whatever, the bankers, the enshittification, right? Whatever. And then when you go like, hey, do you want to go live your life and do something, whatever it might be? Do you want to lose weight and start having good sex? Do you want to go hiking? Do you want to go adventuring? Do you want to go travel? Do you want to? No, tired, man. I'm tired. I just am tired. Wake the fuck up. And I don't mind cattle or sheep, right? You could be sent to the slaughter, but don't be arrogant, holier than thou, sanctimonious. I'm a good virtue signaling Democrat and I'm a better sheep than you. No, you're still fucking sheep. Please just shut the fuck up. Miss Lady with her master's degree and $250,000 in student loan debt with your public health administration degree, and you know it all, and you're expecting everybody else to bail you out. Now, please just shut the fuck up. And you can still see it where they're just, you lay down the facts like that. That's not an opinion. It's a fact. And they come in, yeah, whatever. The dumb middle school retorts coming out of a 53-year-old woman's mouth. This didn't happen, by the way. I'm just, you know the type. You're like, oh, you got a small penis? Were you gay? Oh, who's your money problem? Look who's not popular. Like, oh my God, you got a problem? You take a chill pill. Oh, you Gen Xers. I hope your kids are good. I can't say that. Can't say that about the public schools. I hope all of you cocksucking motherfuckers that had mom and dad pay for your shit from college and well into your 30s. Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. Why can't you just have rich parents like me? Take a chill pill. Oh my God, you just relax. Just take a chill pill. I hope your dad got foreclosed on because his bullshit debt empire that you lived on in the 80s and 90s has collapsed. I hope your parents have no fucking money. I hope you're destitute and poor and you actually have to face the real world now, like I did back then. And to you, when it's struggling and you don't know if your kid's going to be right because you let them go to the public schools and the teachers told them they were this or that and they're on drugs and you can't afford the mortgage payment or the car payment. And you're I'm pretty stressed. I say, hey, take a chill pill. Fucking assholes. Take a chill pill, bro. Just chill. You want to go for a walk? No. Want to go to eat? No. You just want to sit there and exist and treat your body with, some kind of vice or drugs or anything? Yeah. Sex is a good healthy vice, but yeah, require the gym. I don't want. Just fucking. Why do you exist even? That pisses me off. So that that's where the contempt and hatred and apathy to humans came, because humans aren't worth investing in. They're just not worth investing in. And you say, how did I overcome it? It was basically, step one, realizing everybody was lying about it. And then step two, realizing I'm going to die. And then step three, capitalizing on it. Like, getting rid, like, I'm not listening to you guys anymore. You're full of bullshit. You don't even know what you're talking about. Fuck you people and fuck your value system. Yeah. Go get a BMW, buddy. Go get a BMW. Yep, your wife sure is hot. Let me know how the antidepressant work uses. Yeah, let me know how many of tires she slashes. So there were 6 specific things I did to overcome it. First, I stopped following other people's advice. I just used logic and common sense, which I should have done long ago as a fucking child. Okay. And things are not better. The parents are worse now. So you just got to use logic and common sense. Oh, white people are why I'm poor. No, does that make sense? Or maybe that mom's a whore and I don't know who my dad is. And they say, sit on my ass and do nothing in this school. You know what? That doesn't sound like it's going to make a lot of money. So stop following people's advice. Unless they're like rich and they earned it, not they inherited it, like they actually fucking earned it. And the advice they give is hard. Like, yeah, you got to work out and sacrifice or invest or whatever. But if like that's 0.5% of the time someone's going to tell you the truth, the other 99.5% of the time is going to be feel good, Oprah, Democrat, socialist, feminist, prissy little bitch and Edina, feel good crap bullshit. So fuck those people and don't listen to them. Number 2, stop doing what is expected and popular. All right. I'm not saying like people expect you to obey the law. Unless you're in Minnesota, then we reward you and women line up and suck your dick. Like, oh my God, a criminal. Ah! But generally, like golden rule, old school behavior, do what's, don't shit in the streets like San Francisco. But that's expected in San Francisco. So maybe to be socially polite in San Francisco, you should shit your pants in the street. But more so when you got the moralizers and the superiors and what you should do not do what is popular or expected. It was popular, go to college. Right now, if you're going to go to college for engineering, okay, that might make sense. But you don't have to go to the popular school or the flagship campus. Follow your heart and the money will follow. No, low IQ, lie, degenerate pieces of shit. Well, I would like to say other things, but I can't. So that's number 2. Stop doing what the normies, conformies, and inferiors do to be popular and what they expect from you. Well, you didn't wear that shirt. You didn't. Oh my God, is that your car you drive? Even to this day, dude, brother, when are you going to get a better car? Says the guy who is like, financially destitute, but you got a nicer truck than I do. All right, never mind. So once I start doing what people thought popular and all that, I started doing what I wanted. Now that took a while because I had to work for a living and get to the point I had expendable income to do it. And that happened when I was about 30, where I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bank. I'm done doing. That was a big thing. I quit my job, and sure enough, the housing market collapsed, and I just hopped the train to Glacier National Park. I started doing what I wanted. And the past 20, coming up to 21 years now, I've been doing that. It's made life all worth it. Because now you're actually living your life. 4, I valued my existence and freedom. I am here. Yeah, I got to work. Yeah, not everything's going to go great. But I have the right to enjoy my life. And what I'm going to do is what I fucking want, you low IQ conformist assholes. If you want, go to my Instagram account. It's me giving the finger. Who? To everyone in the past. Bosses, exes, former friends, former enemies hated my guts, every cocksucker in Minnesota, all of you, because I'm not doing the current popular thing. Oh no, I'm not any Edina or Eden Prairie doing current popular thing. What's the popular thing now in Minnesota? You like let the immigrants have a strap on and take you? Is that the cool thing? Do you ride the shit smelling, feces smelling, urine smelling bus? What do you guys do? Or I'm sorry, the light rail. I mean, no joke. You want to see it? Go, look at Cappy's life, and then go look at some fucking activist in the Twin Cities. Oh, they're protesting the King's rally. Oh, my hair's purple, and I can't afford my heat bill because of Trump. Or because maybe you majored in journalism and you don't work, and no. So I value my freedom to do what I want. And then might turn you a little manic, especially how late in the game you wake up. I maximize my time on this planet. Just you all, well, maybe not you guys, but a lot of people give me guff for having my to-do list. And yeah, a lot of it is get all this stuff done that's got to get done, responsible, boring shit like whatever, setting up your will, doing taxes, doing receipts. But I bang that all out, and then the rest of it is like fun shit I want to do. Went for a great 12-mile hike today with a buddy. we went way the fuck in the middle of nowhere. People haven't been there in a long time. We came up over, we basically scaled a mountain range to get up over to look at Red Rock Canyon. Normal people use their cars and drive on the road and on the paved way. We came up over, looked like there it is. It was great. Some people were up there before we saw some footprints. So it wasn't, you're right next to what they got 3 million people in Vegas now. There's a lot of people out here, but we didn't see anyone. I'm not sleeping with fat chicks. My woman's going to wear lingerie. I'm not going to hang out with people. I don't do people favors anymore unless you actually are my friend and, okay, fine. But nope. It's me. How does this serve me? Do I want to do this? I served, as far as I can tell, I pay 15% into Social Security that is going to other people right now. I spent 13 years of my childhood enriching teachers and fucking assholes. I've paid my dues doing what I went to college. I did the right thing, worked hard. No, I did what everyone wanted me to do for 30 years. Fuck all of you. You lying sacks of shit. Fuck every single one of you. Which leads finally to 6 is when you break free from this brainwashing and what you should do would be a good little boy, a good little girl, and vote Democrat. Oh, just let him have your daughter. It's all right. He's poorer than you. As I mock and ridicule the normie conformies and inferiors. I will, that's what the fingers are. But maybe every once in a while I'll be like, oh, hey, see your single mom. Oh, hey. See your kid, yeah, whatever. Oh, hey, you still there? You still in Milwaukee? Oh, you haven't left, huh? Oh. And I just remind people, perhaps more politically, Minnesota's a great case. Oh, you voted for socialism, for people not to work and let a whole group of people come over and take over your city and burn it down? How's that working for you? Hey, at least you were popular. At least you were a good Minnesotan, yeah. You did current popular thing, and I did the virtue signal, yeah. You make fun. You live a great life. You go live your free life. And then for all the assholes, and you remind, like, how's things going? How's it going down there? Oh, did your property taxes go up? Oh, again? Oh my God. Wonder how that works. And just so you know, they'll never, I guess the only thing more powerful than gluttony and sloth with Americans, because you're all fat pig Americans, is your pride. It doesn't matter how many generations your family have been welfare bums living in the trailer parks, like Wyoming, right? Yeah, I always slam on Wyoming. There's another one. Like, have fun with your meth. Yeah. Go drop 80 grand on some fucking ridiculous truck. Yeah, I guess I'm not cool like you, bro. No, I didn't go to the fucking hootenanny, whatever the hell famous country singer is now concert. Shit, where was I going with that? Oh, their pride, they will still mock and ridicule you because you don't have a nice car. What the hell are you doing? But then right? How many times we have to, can't all be like you, Cappy? I'm like, and yet you're the exact same people who tell me to get a brand new truck. Loosen up, Cappy. Have a chill pill, Cappy. I don't know how you do it. Then you just give up. Then you just post a picture like, yeah, here's me on a boat. Didn't buy it, I rented it because I'm a fool. Here's me hiking in Utah. Here's me living a great fucking life. I make sure I post pictures you'll notice I rarely post pictures on weekends because people are having a weekend. They can do that too. Yeah, wait till Tuesday at 1 p.m. Hey, bro, Taco Tuesday with your dick in your hand. You got your MBA. Like, and I'm just sitting there like by a waterfall. That's what I do. And if there's anything I can convey to you young kids out there, younger people, and I don't know how much the younger people believe, the conformist bullshit. Vote Democrat, virtue say, oh my God, you're all racist. Oh, do you have the cool Louis Vuitton thing? Oh, do you got your Lululemon? You got to go to college. I don't know how much you guys are following that bullshit. But if you are, it's a trap. It's designed to make you slaves to banks and pay interest and be brainwashed, vote Democrat, especially you women, like give up your eggs, give up the ability to have children so you can become a pissed off feminist bitch, just like Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And then she managed to have kids. Ruin your life to make some of us wealthy, put some of us in power. And so a lot of us never have to work a real job. That would be academians and people with their doctorate, not like real doctors, like medical doctors. We're talking bullshit frauds like Dr. Jill Biden. Did you notice the president of the United States lost it? Did you notice that? Maybe you shouldn't be listening to these people. Do what makes sense. Do what is difficult and hard, but productive and profitable, like majoring in engineering or becoming a mechanic or all that other stuff. Ignore every low IQ conformist sheep. Oh my God, you're not doing the current thing, our particular culture, whether it could be the ghetto, suburbanite America, cousin fucking Wyoming, right? Ignore all. Did you know the majority of people are not wealthy? Do you know the majority of people have to work a job? Do you know the majority of people do not retire early? Do you know that now the majority of Americans are going to work till they're dead? Why would you take advice from any one of these low IQ conformist fucks? Oh, let me listen to teachers. Oh, you guys are so successful. We're so happy. Go live your life. Make wise, I know you have to be wise, intelligent decisions. Save your money. Don't buy stupid shit. If you're going to major in something, major in the right thing or get a good trade. Buy real estate. Don't buy a fancy car. And you know what? If you can, like go to school online, especially if you're a kid. There's no reason for you to go to the public schools and deal with that bullshit. Go to school online. Get your what are you going to learn there? It's a fucking nightmare. It's like Mean Girls or Heathers or any one of the other movies you want to go. Why would you go into that psychological cesspool? Get your schooling done online. Ideally, get your work done online. So there's another cesspool you don't have to deal with. Save your money, retire early, do what you want, stay in shape, fuck hot people. There's that. Am I still a nerd or a square because I pulled that shit off? Or is fucking hot people and being adventuresome and hiking and riding motorcycles, is that what nerds do? Because I don't have like a fucking mortgage, bro. Oh. So there you go. That's how I became a misanthrope. That's how I have apathy for human beings because they're not humans. The vast majority of people here are merely existers. They're consumers of resources. They do not have a brain. They don't have a soul. They should be ignored. You can't care about them. I couldn't be, what is it, pathetic or sympathetic, I guess. Apathetic would be, I couldn't be sympathetic if I wanted to. What am I going to care about this person for? Wow, you're another liberal arts majoring, low IQ moron who expects free shit. And you think your friends are amazing and you're going to do totally common, boring ass fucking shit. God. Next thing you know, you're going to be a boomer who plays pickleball. Wow, an old person who plays pickleball. Holy unique shit, Batman. Let's go to the super chats. Ass bucket, $2. Cat became a misanthrope because of Minnesota Sports Bowl. No, but I did become. It's not solely Minnesota, but it's disproportionately Minnesota. If you go to Minnesota, you'll learn to hate people. You will. Yeah, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Wyoming. Let's not forget Wyoming. Ass bucket, $2. Would you be a misanthrope if you were a Nepo baby? If I had everything paid for, I don't think I would be a misanthrope to this level because I wouldn't appreciate or understand what people had to sacrifice to support themselves. I'd be ignorant. I'd be naive. Yeah, I mean, like, look at Mark Dayton or Dean Phillips or any one of these people. They're like happier, you know. They get pissed off. I mean, what's the biggest thing that pisses off one of these Nepo babies is like what? Their little pet project of socialism didn't go the way they wanted. Mi Verda, $2. Also because Minnesota and USA, nice men lack a spine. Yes. That was one of the most damaging lines is be nice. Fuck you. Be mean. Be aloof. Be an asshole. Be violent. Just whatever you do, don't be nice. I'm not advocating you commit crime. But criminals do tend to do better with women than you good little Minnesota boys now, don't you? Drew, $2. How much money would you need to retire, Cap? Oh, in today's money, I'd have to up. It was like 350,000. But this would assume I would work till about 70 because you never. The problem is I keep working out. I look great for my age. I'm in exceptional shape, so I got to like factor in like, yeah, I might make it to like 90. So that's a moving target. It's kind of like I'll know when I'm there. I don't think I will ever retire, which is a benefit for me. So I'll always do something. No kids, unlike most of my Gen X brethren. I didn't raise a bunch of adult children going to live at home with you until you're 45. So I think I'll be all right. Yeah, let's say 20 years, work till 75, 15 years. Yeah, I could easily, assuming I retire with 15 years of life left, 350,000 would be enough. But that's got to be in today's dollars, which when I'm 75 is quite some time from now. So Lord knows it might be $1 million by that time with inflation. If you're interested, you could take my course, Achieving Financial Excellence. Wait, no, not that one. Not that one. No, not that one. Get Bachelor Pad Economics. Sorry. Wrong resource. Cloudtown, $5. As an engineer in college was never as popular as the finance bros who did coke. Glad I picked the hard path. Yeah, all those finance bros are like bankrupt. They get fat. Sup a Zippy, $5. People forget Jay Leno and Stallone were homeless before they finally made it during the 70s. The 2020s remind me of the chaos of the 70s lie. Yeah, you're not wrong. And you're Italian. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, good observation, especially about American culture and economy. Yeah, it is bad. Stagflation. Women and men are ugly. The 80s, people got a haircut and cleaned up, and women started looking beautiful again. Although there was a 70s beauty that is true. There were some good-looking gals in the 70s, even though the fashion was horrific. Yanis Bills, $2. Your video about KNN and enshittification was great. Yeah, KNN could go fuck itself. Ass bucket, $5. But Cap, what about working in journalism, human resources, and communications like Angie Craig? Fuck Angie Craig. I had to look her up, make sure it was a Democrat. I'm like, get the fuck here's what's great about Angie Craig. Do I know her intricately? Did I look up her LinkedIn profile or read a resume. No, I just saw white gal from Minnesota who's a Democrat. I know everything I need to know about you, sweetheart, because you're not a human being. You're just a fucking sheep. I'm going to save the world with more of other people's money and avoid work. There you go. Sweet kisses from trucking. $2. The power of no is my Death Star level weapon. Yeah, it is. They don't know what to do with it. Fuzzbrain. 10 generous dollars. Hey, Cappy, serious question. How did you even make friends with this mindset? It feels impossible to meet people who are not locked into corporate NPC BS cycle. Because I work kind of blue collar jobs. Not like trades, but I worked security for the longest time. I worked security at the university. That was great. Greatest group of people I ever worked with, my greatest friends ever. And they were colorful. Just colorful characters. And you want to talk about diversity? We had real diversity. No one gave a fuck. We had a Filipino, we had Samoan, we had obviously the talented Mr. Lee is Vietnamese, gals, black, Hispanic, whatever. We had everybody, but we all had to work. None of them came from wealth. And everyone was just, even the people I didn't like that much, they still were honorable people who worked. So that's where I kind of made my friends. And then I would just, hang out with my nerd groups, play D&D, whatever. Ballroom dancing was kind of nerdy. And then especially when I picked up dancing, you made a lot of friends there. Maybe some of them weren't the best, but you had a social life. And then when I definitely taught dance classes and I took people out on field trips, not that I was antisocial before, but I became kind of a master of ceremonies. Like, I would be not the life of the party, but the leader of the party. Like, hey, we're going here. We're doing these things. Let's go. And then through dancing, I made friends through dancing, got my core group. More or less, I'd be like the leader, like, oh, let's go over here. Let's go over there. I'd scope places out, like, oh, yeah, this is a cool place. Let's check this out. I took initiative. And then, and then I just go hang out at dive bars in my drinking days. Not exclusively, but that's where and then you make friends there too. And as long as you hang out with people who have to work for a living, you're probably going to find good people. You hang out at nightclubs and parties and yachts and Edina and cocktail parties and fundraisers for nonprofits. Everyone's a work avoidant trust fund baby asshole. Right? You're not going to meet any cool people at a frat party or the popular kids boat or whatever. Why? Nobody works there. And then corporate. I didn't make any friends in corporate. Obviously not. Again, I'm not saying this because I hate all you people. I hate you people, and it's also true. None of you people in banking were smart. You just weren't interesting. That's all it was. You were your 102 IQ sales bros. That's all you were. I'd love to look these people up. I know a couple of them are dead, but I know two are washed up boomers who, of course, now divorce played a role in this, where they got to work until at least they're 75 or 80. They're pushing 80. They got to be sad and pathetic 80-somethings or pushing 80-somethings. Well, I don't have enough for retirement. Well, maybe if you weren't a low IQ fuck who was a criminal. Sweet kisses from trucking, $5. I'm at the age where my nieces and nephews love me because I answer questions truthfully. Yep, dude, that's how asshole consulting came to be. You'll get a lot more friends that way, where you just tell them the truth. But kids love the truth. Yeah, you can get away with it because you're the uncle. My sister-in-law tried to tell me to tone down the red pill. Nope. Nope. Tone down the truth, huh? Tell her to fuck right off. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to turn your son into another pushover pussy? Let's just have him move to Minnesota right now. Then he can join the other pussy men who's because you're a pussy. Pussy. You're a Edina. Sup a zippy. $5. I'm pretty optimistic about the 2030s. It may be a bumpy ride, but I look forward to lefty millennials stepping aside and boomers passing. I think there are a lot of, what leftists were trying to advocate, especially here in the United States, Oh, Suppository, you're not Italian. Sorry, confused with a different guy. Similar tag. What? Forget them being Democrats because it's not solely political information we're given. Nearly all the advice young generations were given, the past at least 2 generations, was wrong. It does not work. People cannot afford housing. People are not going to college anymore. And if things don't work, people stop doing it. Like people aren't buying new cars anymore because fuck you, we can't afford it. And we wouldn't want them anyway because they break down and they're over-engineered, phones with wheels. People aren't going to the movies. People have had enough. It's not whether they've had enough or not. It was a choice. Like, no, this is not tolerable. I can't accept. I'm not going eating out at dinner or restaurants anymore because the food is shit. You can't force even communist countries of today, except for North Korea and Venezuela, which are shitholes, but the ones that like decided to like not totally suck, Vietnam and China are the main ones that come to mind. Even they had to admit communism was wrong on some fundamental levels and go to a quasi-capitalist free market state. Even they had to do it. And I don't know. I think guys are just getting mighty sick and tired of loud fat women telling us we got to fuck them. I think that might have been the straw or the log that broke the camel's back. And that which cannot continue won't. So the 30s, at least the Zoomers and the upcoming Generation Alpha, but the kids, so leave them out of it. They're going to be nowhere near as dumb or naive. They can look shit up on the internet, and there's going to be an uncle like Truckin who's there to tell them the truth. So they're not going to waste their time 25 years old. Maybe if I get married again to be the really nice Minnesota man who really spreads his ass cheeks far, then I'll get my reward. Thomas Crown, $6. You mentioned frosted tips earlier. Has Cappy ever frosted his tips? No, I did not. Couldn't afford it. You're talking to a guy who could not afford lip balm, and my lips would get cut and chapped during winter. I didn't have, that was like what, 2000, 2002, early 2000. No, I didn't have the money. I did not frost my tips. Sup a zippy, $2. I love my irreverent behavior. It gets what I want. Now I got to look up irreverent. I've heard the word before. Lacking respect or something that is usually treated as solemnly. Lacking respect for something that is usually treated with solemnly or respect. Examples. An irreverent look at a historical event would be one that uses humor or non-traditional viewpoint to describe it. Oh, okay. Flippant. Okay, I see. Disrespectful, flippant. I got it. Yeah. Dude, here's another reason, Suppa. The fact you don't conform, dude, that sends all the signals out to the right people. Your friends are like, oh, that guy could tell the truth. And then, yes, it will make you more attractive to the opposite sex. Doesn't mean they're going to have sex with you, but you will stand out. Mark Magana, our wealthy real estate developer agent in the field, $5. Hey, economist, it appears one can beat the S&P 500 by just buying and holding dividend aristocrats. Does that even sound possibly correct? What are dividend aristocrats? Like the Nancy Pelosi fund? I've thought about switching a fair amount of my retirement funds out of the S&P 500 and into like a high dividend yield, low PE, like a value fund. But man, it seems to me that the market doesn't give a fuck about fundamentals anymore. Like it's untethered. And now the S&P is just current thing, bro, popular thing, bro. We're going to manipulate our capital structure to make number go up, bro. And no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. The real money apparently is okay paying a PE ratio of 32. So I'd have to look up what a dividend aristocrat is. But fundamental analysis, yeah, that's all you get out of a stock is a dividend. You don't get the earnings, you get a dividend. So you want to look at the dividend yield. What is the dividend yield of the S&P 500? Is like 2%. Oh my God. 1.15. A 1.15% rate of return. You don't even beat inflation with that. Hey, did you see silver? Oh boy, I'm glad I bought silver when I did. It's up to 57. All right. Hey, but we all know the real investment is education because you can't put a price on education. I hope the teachers' funds all go, the pension funds all go bankrupt. I hope they all go bankrupt. You all got to work real jobs. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.